Hey guys, it's Maddie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are updating my reading journal for April, doing my April spread. And this month I am not picking a TBR. I kind of talk about it a little later, but I have not read a single book that I have pulled from my physical TBR, so I'm scrapping that idea. I don't like restricting myself and trying to read through my books. I'm very much a pick up a book when I feel like reading it, not being told I have to read it. So I'm scrapping that idea. We're not going to be picking a to be read list this month. That being said, I do have a to be read list for the entire year of 2024. And these are books that I'm really excited to read and kind of can pick and choose as I go throughout the year. So I wanted to give you an update of how many books I have read of the 24 I picked at the beginning of 2024. So this is what my spread looks like. I just have a bunch of stacks of different books and then I color in the book as I've read them. And I have read 5 actually. That is a little bit more than I thought. I thought I had only read 3 or 4, but the ones I have read are Twisted Games and Caraval. I've actually read the entire Caraval series, but I only put the first book of a series on my list because if I don't like the first book, odds are I'm not going to read the rest of the series. So I guess that's the same goes for Twisted Games, but that's the second book of the series, so that one doesn't really follow the rules. Anyways, the next one I read is Before We Were Innocent, and then All of Us Villains, and then the last book is Ninth House. And I also just have like an ongoing list of books I would like to get to at some point, and I have read 6 of the books on this list, and that is Daisy Jones and the Sixth, not sixth. And this was actually one of my 5-star reads, so that was a very good book. Also, Once Upon a Broken Heart I've read, The 7-Year Slip was on this list, Happy Place was on this list, Love on the Brain, and also Lessons in Chemistry. So I'm slowly making my way through both of these TBR lists and I feel pretty good about that. Anyways, we are going to head and do my April spread, so I hope you enjoy. This is my April spread. So it just says April Reads up in the top and some little clouds. And then I have little like what I think are raindrops hanging from the clouds. And each raindrop is a day, and then my 3 umbrellas, and those are dated as well. So every time I read during the day, over here I'm going to write the book title, and then I correspond a color with the book title and color in the day that I read the book. I hope that makes sense. I just like having a visual to see what days, like how long it took me to read each book. So this is March. So that is my date page done, and then we'll move over here. This is going to be my books that I've read, and I learned from last month I do not follow a TBR very well at all because, little spoiler, sneak peek, I haven't read any of the 4 books that I picked to read this month from my own pile. So I'm not going to pick a TBR list this month. I'm just going to mark books that I read as I read them. just added my little rubber ducky, a couple lily pads, and some cattails. I love how this turned out. I think it is so cute. I am so proud of my little ducky. Something new that I'm starting this month is April stats. So I just have a couple little pointers, I guess, some titles. So like the longest book, longest title, a new author, a book released in 2023, the oldest book I read, the shortest book I read, and the most anticipated book I am going to read. And for last month, I actually did one book per page, and I really liked that. So I'm going to leave all of these pages blank. That way I can give enough detail in my review and summary of my book, and I don't feel like it's too short. Because sometimes I have a lot to say about a book, and doing 3 on one page does not give me a lot of room. So now I can ramble and go on and on about all of my thoughts about each book for a full page. I am super impressed with how this turned out. I love it. I think it's so cute, and I'm becoming a lot less picky about how I do my spreads. It's kind of just whatever I feel like. I don't put too much thought into it. I do plan it out and what I want to do, but I'm not super nitty gritty about having a straight line and making sure all of my little raindrops are the same size. It doesn't really bother me. I just have a lot of fun doing it, and I love just being creative and having a fun way to keep track of my books each month. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know if you are also doing a reading journal. This is my first year doing one. I just started in January, and I'm having a lot of fun keeping up with it so far. I find a lot of peace just sitting down with my reading journal, updating my books, doing my little cutesy things. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!